Hello everyone, welcome back to Technique Tuesday for another week. This week we are tackling box jumps. So, the thing when we talk about box jumps and what I want to go through here is box jumps are a high-level plyometric movement. And they are something that I believe not everyone should be doing. Why? Because I think that you need to make sure that you have the right base and the foundation before you start doing it. Now, if you go and you type in box jump fails into YouTube, you are going to see some fairly gruesome and classic stacks that people have done while trying to attempt a box jump, while they have been doing it when they probably should not have been doing a box jump. So, like what we spoke about when we were doing the squat video and we spoke about getting to range in the squat, if you want to go back and look at that, that's on YouTube, that's on Facebook, that's on IGTV, so you'll be able to find it on our pages all over the place. But you have to ask yourself why. Why are we doing this? Why do we need to do a box jump? If it's just something from the point of view of self-satisfaction and it's something that you would like to do, great, all power to you, let's go ahead and do that. But you need to understand what goes into doing the movement and how you should be doing the movement properly. And in my opinion, doing box jumps under high fatigue is a recipe for disaster. I have a word, it is called the shincident, and it is something that when you do a box jump under fatigue and you miss the jump and you land with your shin right on the edge of the box, it hurts like, and it is going to not be very good for your shins. It will probably put you out of training for a little while. So, doing a box jump, because it is a high-level plyometric movement, you should be doing it to try and increase your explosiveness. Some people will tell you that you can do it to try and increase your speed, and in order to do that, you don't want to do that under heavy fatigue. And on top of that, you don't want to be doing it for high reps. A couple of things that we look for when we do the box jump is what we're trying to do when we jump up is a 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing. For me, we're trying to start in a good athletic position. So feet just outside our hips, toes pointed forwards. And then when we jump up, we're going to land nice and softly on the box in a good athletic position. Stand on up from there, and then if we're going to do another rep, usually we're going to do sets of 3 or 5. We'll just step down, reset ourselves, take our time and do it again. Couple of things. Firstly, landing in a good athletic position. We don't want to jump up there and land with our ass hitting on our heels and then having to catapult ourselves up, because what that's going to lead to is it's going to lead to us landing in a good position. The other thing, and a good tell whether you should or shouldn't be doing a box jump, is do you sound like a tactical elephant when you jump on top of the box? You should be landing softly. That exhibits your control through the movement. And a really good starting point and something that you can start to do before you start doing box jump is, can you land properly? Because if you can't land properly, getting that explosive movement onto the top of the box probably isn't a great thing. And a good way and a good drill that you can do is, and you probably want somebody to watch you or you want to film yourself, start on top of the box, the height that you are intending to jump on, and step off from there. When you step off, how are you landing? Ideally, I'd like to see you land in a good athletic position. So toes pointed forwards, I'm going to let my hips sit back, and that's going to absorb the impact of me hitting the ground. My knees are going to track over my instep, they're not caving in, I'm not losing position when I hit the ground. That's deceleration. So if you can't decelerate the force that you're going to apply when you do a plyometric movement, there's a better than average chance that you're going to hurt yourself. It's like driving $1 million sports car without any brakes. Better than average chance you're going to crash into a big ass wall if you can't put the brakes on something really quickly. But from the point of view of the box jump, you want to really make sure that when you're doing it, you are able to control the movement. You are able to land in a good position to maximize the explosive response, the speed response to do it. Simply trying to do as many as you can for time, as quickly as you can, is a recipe for disaster, and it's going to get you hurt. So, why do you want to do a box jump? Is it to increase speed? Increase your explosive power? If you can't do it and maintain a good position, there are plenty of other things that you can be doing instead. That's the box jump. I'm Matt. This is Fusion Performance. Thanks for tuning in for another week. We'll see you next week. Bye.